name is Lisa Schmid, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to New in the Studio. And tonight it truly is new. It's brand new. You may have seen it, samples floating around out there, but you have not been able to get it. But I want to show you because soon you can. I'm going to show you the brand new stamp set, dies, gems, paper. It's just gorgeous, of Waves of
the Ocean.
The Ocean. The stamp set is called Waves of Inspiration. So Waves of the Ocean. It is just gorgeous. So I can hardly wait to show you because it's so, so pretty. All right, let me get started here and show you how pretty these are. All right, so here's the stamp set, Waves of Inspiration. Our friendship is a thing of beauty. You're so totally awesome. Happy birthday. And I love this one. Your strength is an inspiration. The wave is what is absolutely stunning. And it's the different, depths or the way they made the stamp. It is just gorgeous. And then we've got this cool pelican standing up here and a bird. So that is the stamp set. The dies are right here. And I'm going to show you what they look like because it's kind of hard to see when you're looking at the dies. But there's two waves and you can kind of nest them. I'll show you that. This right here is our little pelican standing on his pylons. We've got these we can stamp our words on. And then this, and this, I was like, I don't know what those are. Oh, they're little cloud pieces to fit in there to make it have a little bit more dimension, a little bit more color. Isn't that cool? I think it's really cool. And then there's two birds.
Seagulls.
They're birds. So those are the dies that come with the Waves of the Ocean. Wait till you see these gems. Oh my goodness. Wave Basic Jewels. They are gorgeous. It just makes me think of summer. How many different colors do I have on here? One, two, three, 4, 5. There's 6 different colors on here. And of course, the colors are going to be listed. Of course, maybe the colors are going to be listed. But isn't that just so pretty? Oh my goodness. I just want you to see, like, this color is just so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. So that is
They are Coastal Cabana, Night of Navy, Pacific Point.
There we go. Coastal Cabana, Night of Navy, Pacific Point. I would say there's probably also a pool party. There's some other colors in here. No matter what they say. Okay. And then let me show you this amazing paper. So Designer Series paper is gorgeous in and of itself. But look at this. Then there's another paper I'm going to show you. Look at this paper. Oh my goodness. You just want to touch it because it feels like it's like oil and water. It's so pretty. Look at that. I can just see turtles in the ocean. It's so, so gorgeous. Every side is beautiful. There is not anything in here that I'm like, it's fine. It's just beautiful. Oof. And if you want to go with some different colors, you've got that too. So very cool. And the foil is also part of this collection. Look at these foil sheets. So we've got silver, but it's kind of a matte rather than that shiny silver. And we've got, kind of looks like Bermuda Bay and Pacific Point. Look at these colors. Oh my goodness. Coastal Cabana, Night of Navy, and silver. There we go. Thanks. So aren't they pretty? Okay, let's do something with them so you can enjoy them as much as I have. I've only played with them a little bit, so even in just my little bit, I already have figured out some really cool things. So I'm going to start by using Pacific Point, and I am using this big old block. And when I use the big block and a big stamp, I stamp this way instead of stamping, where you ink it up this way. I want to make sure I get the whole thing inked and I can see it. So let's get that whole, nice applause. Thank you. The whole thing inked.
And it is one of our distinctives, so that's why you see the variation.
Isn't that so cool? Now what I'm going to do is stamp it over to the side and a little bit lower, so maybe I avoid the edge. But if I don't, you know what we do? We just trim it. So I'm going to go over a little bit and down a little bit and just stamp that gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous. Look at that wave. All right, so I'm just going to trim this because I don't want that little white on there, and that's okay. I want the blues to go all the way to the edge, straight.
Full bleed is what we call that in the printing industry.
Oh, thank you, Dave. Thanks to my printer. Full bleed, yes. So I didn't realize that's what that meant. Okay,
Yep.
so here it is. So the first one, I am stamping only just to show stamping is just beautiful on its own. I'm going to stamp this, your strength is an inspiration. I think I'm going to go down a little bit. Stamp it right there. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's so pretty. And I'm going to stamp some of these birds. Okay, you see I made a little error there, so I'm just going to stamp one right on top of it. But what that tells me is I'm probably going to trim around the edge of my bird. I'm going to trim around this rubber so that, there's no chance that I would get that again. Okay.
And
All
speaking
right.
of that, you'll notice Lisa isn't stamping on her pad, and that's because
This are
they are
rubber.
not photopolymer.
Right.
They are cling
Cling.
stamps.
These are cling stamps. So I'm going to put this on my Pacific Point, and go ahead and increase that. We are just going to put this on here like that. And I think just that is gorgeous. Isn't this so pretty? Come on. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. How many times do you want me to say it? It's so pretty. Okay, so now it's so pretty. Let's take it up a little bit more. Let's take it up a notch. So I'm still going to use the same stamp, but this time I'm going to color with some marker. Now, when you have the rubber stamps, you can color with our Stampin' Write markers. So I pulled over some greens, some blues. I did it earlier with this color, so I'm thinking I'm going to try this color this time. This is Pool Party. I don't know if it's dark enough. Maybe I'll go with this one, Old Olive. Let's try Old Olive. And I know you're going to think, uh-oh, are you like getting blue on the marker? I'm going to show you how I'm going to clean that right off. Okay, so I kind of just went on that wave part, and I just grab a piece of paper with my marker, and I just clean it off right away, and I don't have that the blue color on it. Okay, all right, now because I've been yip-yapping, chatting, we're going to actually huff on this. That means I'm going to breathe on it to get
heavy breathing
to get some moisture on it. Oh, stop! Look how pretty it is. That's what the Old Olive. I did one earlier with that Garden Green. I'll show you that one. Here's the one I did with Garden Green. I mean, it just gives it a little more dimension there and color. Oh, so pretty. Okay, I'm going to do one more thing with the wave because I can. And I'm just going to go over it again with I guess I could use a different color, but we got Pacific Point here. We'll just keep going with our Pacific Point.
That's a lot to clean off, so let's just go with Pacific
All right.
Point.
I was wondering what would happen, and I just have a little spray bottle. This is our old Stampin' Mist bottle, but it just has water in it. If I spritz this, I have to hold it up a little bit. If I spritz this with water, I was curious, like, what would happen to it? Well, let's see, because it is going to be another gorgeous. Hold that down. Oh my gosh. What? Isn't that pretty? What?
No.
You like
pretty.
it, you don't like it? You're
No,
surprised or what?
I like it.
Okay. I don't know. Dave made a funny face. But so that's the same one. It just has a little bit more, well, it smushes it because of the water a little bit. So it's a little bit more, it's a more definite color. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll use one of these and make a card using our dies. Now, I cut out a whole bunch of ocean dies. Did you want to tell them about this first before I keep going?
You keep going a little more.
All right. So I cut out a basic white. I cut out a Pacific Point. This is the that Night of Navy foil. Here is the silver foil, and here is the Bermuda Bay foil. So they are so beautiful. Now, what we could do with this, so simply, is we could, since I made all these, let's just show you, we could easily put this right on top of here and just have one more layer. Okay, it just makes it, yeah, that's fun. Just one more layer. That was the water one. And even without cutting that edge, I'm just covering it with this. And I'm going to show you a trick in just a moment. So let's just see what we want. Okay, there's that one. How about on this one, we could do double. So we could do our dark. And if you notice this one, see this one has there's two different dies, and one, they both have a corner in the corner, but one has two corners.
A little lower.
A little lower, there we go. This one has two corners, this one just has one corner. And you can layer these one on top of the other. I'm going to put this one actually under. The one with one corner goes under.
Let's put a solid piece down there so they can see what we're doing.
Great idea. I'm going to do a solid black so you can see it. Okay, so I'll use silver and so one piece is going to go under the other piece. I don't think it really matters which one it is. Let's try it this way. You just stick this underneath, and either way, it doesn't matter. You just scooch the bottom one forward a little bit. Do you see that? So I'm not lining up the corners. I'm just scooching it forward a little bit, and it gives me a little bit in these gaps. It makes that wave even more amazing. The other thing I have, so that I'm going to put on here like that. Isn't it pretty? It's kind of hard to see because it's very bright. Maybe I'm going to use the dark one instead. Let's use the blue, the dark blue. The other thing I noticed, so I'm going to stick that there. Look how pretty that is. Ah, isn't it gorgeous? Come on, it's beautiful. Okay. The other thing I noticed is, I did take our designer series paper to see, well, what if we did a white and the blue, the foil blue. We could do this. Okay, or we could flip this over and have more blue behind it. That's like a big old wave. So I thought that was really pretty. I kind of like this side. Hang on, I had one more thought and all of a sudden it's escaping me. Do you want to go ahead and do your commercial and then I'll continue on? Okay.
So as Lisa mentioned, this is all a part of, sorry, I need to share my screen, otherwise you can't see it.
Okay. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to attach these and we'll put some gems on and oh, it's just so pretty.
There we go.
Okay.
So this is all a part of the Waves of the Ocean collection. And so if you want all of it, all the different pieces that Lisa just showed you, it is just $79.25. But
that's a great price for that.
Later, I'm going to tell you even more. That includes the stamp set, the dies, the gems, the designer series paper, and the foil paper. You get all of it. Looking at just the little pieces, you can get the bundle for $51.25, which would include the stamp set and the dies. We also, of course, have the DSP, the foil paper, and the rhinestones, all available individually as well. And those will be available to order tomorrow. But wait a little bit later, I'm going to tell you about a special we have going on.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and make one of these. I'm just going to glue one together. There are lots I'll put in our samples, but I'm just going to use this one. And here is a trick I learned from my friend, Amy Rich, using our, what's that called again, Dave?
Silicone sheet.
Silicone sheet. I'm going to put some glue on it, and then I'm going to use one of our
sponge daubers.
Sponge daubers. I marked it as glue, so I am going to take this and put this over here and daub, 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 daub. I was like, what? That is so brilliant. Daub, 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 daub.
Silicone sheet keeps it from getting it on your work surface.
Not on there.
And the dauber gets it all over.
Yes. All right, so let's go ahead and stick this down. Yeah, I was like, that is so brilliant. So smart. I'm going to push that all the way to the edge there. There we go. We'll hold that for a second. So we're going to build this one up to be more than the others, right? Okay, what do you think? Should we use the Bermuda Bay color or the silver or the white? What do you think?
Let's go with
I suppose we could do lots, but
let's go with the white.
Let's not get totally carried away. All right, so I see right here I need one more little dab. So I'm just going to dab that with my little dauber, dab the dauber, and hold it for a second, and it's going to be stuck on. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing with the white one. That's what we decided. So let's go ahead and the reason I can use this is because I can wash it. So I'll just take it upstairs, put it under some warm water, and all this adhesive will wash right off, which is super. Okay, all right, there we go. So set that aside so I don't stick my hands in glue. And let's go ahead and layer that. I'm going to push it out a little bit so it's out. And I'm just going to trim off this edge right here. There we go. Take that piece off. Okay. So, oh, so pretty. All right, let's put some clouds on this. So I die cut out some of the clouds, and I'm thinking we should pop them up because I haven't popped up anything yet. So let's go ahead and pop those up. And there are 2 clouds. So let's go ahead. Whoops, I'm not going to use that end. I'm going to use this end. There we go. Let's go ahead and put some dimensionals on. I'm going to put on 3 will work. I'm just going to do 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay. And I think my words are going to go over here. So I'm going to put the cloud over here. One big cloud. And then I'm going to take one more little cloud. I'll just put 2 dimensionals on this one. And then we're going to glue something on the cloud to make it really pop out. Little pieces. That one and this one. So I'm curious, how many of you like stamping in the ocean, like swimming in the ocean, not stamping in the ocean. That would not be good. How many of you like swimming in the ocean? I know for me, I grew up in New York. I did like it, but it kind of scares me, honestly. The ocean is so powerful. It sort of makes me nervous. So how many of you put in the chat, do you like swimming in the ocean? I'm going to add a little more glue here. Or do you not? Or have you never swum in the ocean?
Kathy says me. Yeah, some people are ocean people. Some people are pool people.
I think I like
sort
pools
of like
better.
Lake people and pool people, same thing, kind of similar.
No, that's not. A lake and a pool is totally different.
That's what I mean. No.
I thought you were saying it's the same.
Some people are either pool people or lake people, just like some people are ocean people or pool people.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, I'm curious. Yes to ocean. Oh, nice, Jenny. Scuba and snorkeling.
Yeah, I will agree. Snorkeling is always a lot of fun. I don't scuba as much, but
like I've never scuba, so I would like to. Look how nicely these line up like this. You know what? Clearly someone was thinking and made it. Look at how pretty that is.
Designed for that.
I know, it is designed for that. Okay, now we'll put some words. Do we want to do the same words, Dave, or do we want to do different words? I cut out 2 of these. We can do, I know I was going to show you. Here they are. Our options are, you're so totally awesome. That's kind of a good one. Happy birthday. Our friendship is a thing of beauty. What do you think? How about?
Let's go awesome.
I think so too. You're totally awesome. And you guys who are watching absolutely are totally awesome. And I'm going to stick with that Pacific Point because that's kind of my main color on here. I was thinking it'd be fun to try stamping this wave in some other colors. So we will try that at some point. All right, let's see if we can get this straight. Bada bing, bada bang. Perfect. All right. And with this like this, you could thread a ribbon through it. So if this was a ribbon, I could stick it underneath and thread a ribbon through that or thread a ribbon through this one. Let's move these out of the way. All right. So, can that fit there? Do I need to move my cloud a little bit? Clouds on a rainy day. There we go. And you know what? Honestly, we have to pop these up, right? Because the saying to me is one of the most important parts. And I'm just going to give that a little snip and a little tear and boom, done. Okay, let's put this up here like that. I don't know. We might need a cloud down here. It looks like everything's...
I think you need some
birds. Need some birds. All right, let's probably up higher. Let's stamp some birds here.
A little out of bounds, so we need some birds to pull it down.
Bird. Maybe another one there. Maybe one more. Maybe one over here, so it doesn't look like there's no birds in the clouds. Okay, I think that's good. All right, diving. Ooh, fancy. Diving. I don't know how to dive. A swan dive.
That could be scuba diving or
other diving. I suppose it could be. I was thinking of diving in a pool. I don't dive. I used to. Could. All right. So this one is definitely taking it up a couple notches Because, you know, the one thing we still need, we've got to use the gems because the gems are so pretty. So let's go ahead and put a couple of gems on because why not? Because more is more. That's right. More is more. I'm going to use this color. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them on the words to highlight that a little bit more. Thinking. Put one over here. And I'm going to put one little one down here like that. I don't know. You like that there? Dave doesn't like that there. Where should this one go? On the thing here?
Yep.
All right. We'll put one more here, maybe out. There we go. Okay. There it is. Isn't that pretty? Now, just wait. So when you cut this out, there's all these pieces that end up falling all over the place. They're on my workspace. All these pieces, I was like, wow, we've got a moon. We've got another moon. We've got, if you wanted to add in color with some of these smaller ones, I feel like you could add some, maybe the small skinny ones. I think you could probably add some color in here if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it ends up with all these fun little pieces. So there is the one taken up a notch, and here's the one stamped. Totally beautiful. Totally beautiful. They're both so, so pretty. So what was the price again, Dave, for the whole thing?
$79.25.
That's such a great deal. Plus, I'm going to mail you a PDF with two.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Here's what we have for you. I mentioned I had even more of a deal coming later. Here we go. Our special of the week this week is on the Waves of the Ocean collection. You will get all of the elements that are in Waves of the Ocean, as well as an exclusive recipe for creating 2 cards. Includes dimensions, the instructions, everything you need to know about making those
Pictures.
2 cards already designed for you, ready to go. And all of that when you order our special of the week, which, as you know, to order the special of the week, you go to thestamperstudio.com. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and right here, put the link in the chat.
Thanks.
Right there for you. In fact, everything is available starting tomorrow. You can pre-order your collection tonight. So if you want to go on, click that link, order your collection. It is good to go for you tonight.
Well, and it's while supplies last. It will be available next year in the catalog when the new catalog comes out. But right now, it's while supplies last, which is always a tricky thing. Okay, I just had a thought, and so I just want to try it. A little thought here. What if we stamped 2 different colors of waves? I was just thinking as Dave was talking. So I'm going to use Coastal Cabana, which is fairly light, a little bit lighter. I was going to use Bermuda Bay, but I thought maybe that's too dark. So I'm going to use Coastal Cabana with my wave. That's pretty. I like that. And then I am going to just take my chamois, which is really dirty but clean, and just tap off some of that. And I'm going to stamp it into the Pacific Point just to see. I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. Because if you move it just a little bit up, down, sideways, it's not going to go exactly where this is. So I just had a thought, got to go with those creative bits when you have them. All right, I'm going to go down and over a little bit. Ready? Ooh, yeah, it's pretty. It looks blurry, actually.
It does look a little blurry.
Looks a little blurry. But that just, so since we're doing that, I'm going to stand. But wait. Yeah. So it does look a little blurry, but if you threw on a dye on the top, then it's like, it doesn't, your eye has something to focus on, so it does not feel blurry.
Jenny, there is not a surfer with this set, but that would be a great idea.
Okay, I did see.
You know who could surf? The otter could surf.
Yes.
Or the chick could surf on the tip
for
of the
Easter.
wave.
Yeah, I think the otter surfing would be super cute. All right. We are going to spin the wheel tonight. And let me show you what you will get when we spin the wheel. Before I spin the wheel, I do want to tell you tonight is the last night to order for Celebration. Last night for this year's celebration. But when you spin the wheel, you will get this and sunshine and rainbows because you made comments. Tonight's the last night we're going to do this. We might do it another time, but this was for January and February. So that's what we're going to get. All right. Ready?
Sorry, I have to find my correct tab here.
That's all right. I couldn't do it.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, ready? They can see that?
They can see it.
Okay, here we go.
All right, here we go. Spinning the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Spin that wheel. All right. What do we have? I was going to say,
Paula.
I was like, wait, I can't tell. All right.
Paula is our
Steffens.
winner.
Nice job. So we'll send this to you and you can enjoy that. And
by the way, Jenny, yours is still coming.
Yeah.
We have the box ready. I just did not get it in the mail. So your prize from last week is still on its way.
Yep. And Diane Johnson, I'm going to throw a card in the mail to you because it was right so close. And that's just killer, isn't it? All right, friends, thank you for joining us for New in the Studio. I am so excited about this new collection. It is just so beautiful. There's something about your strength as an inspiration. I don't know about you, but well, I do know that all of us have had, it's kind of been a rough couple of years. So when we find somebody with strength, it's fun to give them something like this to acknowledge that. All right, I'm looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday. I'll be using the same set and showing you a technique with it that I think you'll really enjoy. All right, friends, you have a wonderful week and happy stamping.